Hello teachers, learners, and parents. Sir Jeff po, at your service. Alam nyo ba na meron tayong website na tinatawag na DepEd Commons? Ang DepEd Commons ay binuo upang gawing accessible ang pagtuturo at pag-aaral dito sa ating bansa gamit lamang ang inyong mga smart devices gaya ng cellphones, tablets, at computers. Dito ay maaari nating ma-access ang iba't ibang learning materials mula sa Department of Education. Meron itong mga interactive materials, electronic self-learning modules, at instructional video lessons mula sa DepEd TV na tiyak na makatutulong sa pag-aaral ng mga mag-aaral galing ka man sa public o private school. Walang problema dahil welcome ang lahat dito. Para ito sa mga guro, magulang at mga mag-aaral mula sa kinder hanggang grade 12, alternative learning system o ALS, at pati na rin ang special education. At huwag kang mag-alala dahil kahit walang load ay maaari mong ma-access ang mga learning materials. Tama! Libre ito. Ang kailangan mo lamang gawin ay i-on ang iyong data at buksan lamang ang iyong browser at i-type ang commons.deped.gov.ph. Alam na ba ng iyong mga kasamahang guro o mag-aral ang tungkol sa DepEd Commons? I-share mo na ang video na ito upang matuto rin sila kung paano gagamitin ang DepEd Commons sa mabilis at napakadaling paraan. Muli, ito po si Sir Jeff at kita-kits po tayo sa DepEd Commons. Paalam!
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gap where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hello, Tutor Zen. How are you?
Hello, Tutor Jess. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, Tutor Zen. Hello, everyone. I'm Tutor Jess from Tagum City Division, and I have my good tutor here, Tutor Zen.
Yes, Sir Jess, that's right. It's me, Tutor Zen, and I am from SDO Agusan del Sur.
Wow. So, how was
Jess.
your day, Tutor Zen? Kahit busy,
Yes.
Tutor Zen.
Yes, kahit busy, Sir Jess, still we are able to make it through our session. Yes, that's right, Sir Jess. Yes, and of course, good afternoon sa lahat ng ating mga viewers, particularly sa ating mga students. At the same time, we can see and hear parents of our students na nanonood sa ating session for this afternoon. Yes, that's right, Sir Jess.
Nakita mo kanilang mga comments, ma'am. My God, no? Ito, ang dami nila.
Ang dami, Sir Jess. Thank you so much.
Inaabangan talaga nila ang ating
ang ating session for reading and writing skills, Sir Jess. That's right. Okay, so hello, Charmy Obaldo, Marivic Pistolante, Marisa Istoma, and Edward Digolio Ladit. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Angela Faye. Oh God, yes. Ito nga sila, no? Ang dami-dami na nila, Tutor Zen.
Ang dami nila, Sir Jess. It just means, Sir Jess, na talagang gusto nilang matuto for this afternoon.
Yes. Not only for learners, but also for parents, no? Kasi excited sila matuto sa ating session ngayong hapon na ito.
That's right, Sir Jess, so that they can also guide their students, okay?
Yes, yan naman talaga, no? In our new normal, hindi lamang ating mga learners natututo. Natutunan din ng ating mga parents kung paano sila mag-guide para sa kanilang mga anak. Especially, more on modulars, 'di ba? And
Yes,
this
that's
is
right,
one
Sir
of the
Jess.
platform na puwedeng ma-assist ng ating mga kabataan 'no, ng ating
Mm-mm.
parents na puwede nilang ma-guide sa kanilang mga anak.
That's right, Sir Jess. And not only the parents, but also na yung mga tito and tita na
Yes!
tinuturuan yung mga pamangkin nila.
Gorgeous, yes,
Ah,
kagaya mo. Meron
that's
meron ka
right,
na bang
Sir
mga
Jess.
pamangkin? Meron ka na bang mga
Ang
pamangkin?
dami, Sir Jess. Relate na relate when it comes
Oo
to
nga.
pamangkin.
Oo, sa
Oo.
akin nga meron na rin akong pamangkin 'no, mga senior high school at saka junior high school.
Yes, Sir
Makaka-relate talaga
Jess.
sila dito kasi ito yung subject of senior high school.
That's right, Sir Jess. Okay, Sir Jess, so let's not wait any further.
Yes,
Let's
go!
start our tutorial. Okay, Sir Jess. So, welcome once again, everyone, to DepEd ETUlay online tutorial for reading and writing skills. And for this afternoon, we are already on the sixth week of our subject.
Yes!
Yes, and it focuses on the properties of a well-written text. This is the second part. Okay,
Yes.
so this is Tutor Zen, and I am with Tutor Jess. And to
Yes.
our viewers, our students, always remember that for you to be guided, this is our summary of the weeks that we're going to have the session at the same time the topics on that week. So for this
Mhm.
afternoon, we are already on the sixth week of
Yes.
our session for reading and writing skills. And of course, sir, just ating mga viewers, we cannot just be viewed through Facebook pages natin like the DepEd Edtech Unit and DepEd
Mhm.
Tayo, but also in our YouTube channels like DepEd Philippines, DepEd Edtech, and DepEd TV.
TV.
Yes. Hello, Edward Digolyo Ladit, grade 12
And
Sapphire.
oh, we have
Alida.
also Albert
Mm-mm.
Medico, yan.
Yes, grade 12 Alibadabad once again. And we also
Yes.
have I don't know how to it's Huwam
Oh,
Mau.
Luam V.
Yes.
Ano,
Ah, yung
Tegamo.
name.
Okay, ano ito?
Yung name, Sir
Okay,
Jess, it was
Maui, okay,
reversed.
Maui V. Oh, yes. Maui
Mm,
V. Humagit ng grade
Kumau.
12. Ano
That's
ito?
right, Sir Jess.
Okay, from Ali Badabad
Badabad National High
National High School.
School.
Ah, marami tayong mga taga
Hello.
Isabela, ma'am.
Yes,
Tutor
that's right,
Zen.
Sir Jess. Ang daming taga
Kagaya
Isabela.
dati,
Shout
di ba?
out. Yes. Shout out sa mga taga Isabela. Hello.
Hi! Tsaka sa ibang mga schools no, andito ngayon. Maraming
Mm-mm.
salamat for tuning in. Alam ko marami kayong matutunan dito sa ating RWS na reading and writing skills. At meron tayong mga premyo para sa inyo.
That's right, Sir Jess. And also, shout out nga pala sa Bayugan City and Agusan del Sur. Okay, that's for
Yes.
that one, Sir Jess. Okay, so for our reference this afternoon, we have three modules, Sir Jess, na talagang
Mhm.
ginamit natin for
Yes.
reference in this session. So we would like to thank the SOC Surgeon, Region 12, Region 7, Negros Oriental, and Region 4A, Calabarzon for your notes.
Yes.
Thank you
Well
so much.
recognized talaga sila, Tutor Zen.
That's right, Sir
Thank you so
Jess.
much po.
Thank you so much. And there you are. So let me reiterate to you the objectives of our session. Okay, the first one, describe how written text is organized. Number two, identify the properties of a well written text. Number three, evaluate texts based on the properties of a well written text. And write a text observing the properties of a well written text.
Ayos.
Okay.
Yan
Ayos,
ang
Sir
topic natin
Jess.
ngayon. Yes.
Yes, and also shout out sa mga taga Anislaga National High School. Hello.
Hello din sa ating mga taga-division ng Tagum City Division tsaka aking school ng
Uh-uh.
St. Watson Junior Memorial National High School,
Mhm.
Junior
That's
High School
right.
and Senior High School, pati na rin
Junior
sa
high.
Tagum City, yes po, pati na rin sa
Mm.
Tagum City Regional Academy for Senior High School.
Oh, I
Kasi kami ang
see.
adaptive school para sa kanila po.
Mm.
Hello.
Okay. Hello sa inyo. All right.
Hello.
So hello Ira De Leon Bernal. Good afternoon. Okay, watching from Malabaga, Santa Cruz, Zambales. Hello.
Oh.
Okay. So, Sir Jess, for our session, we have this
Mm,
one first. Okay. This is actually a continuation of what we did as an activity in our previous session. Okay.
mm.
So, for this part, for our dear participants, get ready because you are going to identify which situation comes first, what follows until the situation or the story ends.
Meant to say
Okay,
this would be a sequence, no?
this will be a sequence. So,
Mm.
so, so to our dear participants, you do not have to copy everything. Just type the letter of the correct
Yes.
answer. Okay, here we
Okay.
go, Sir Jess.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll read this one, no?
Mm-hmm. Go,
Okay, so
Sir
letter
Jess.
A. I knew that we will go to their house to celebrate her birthday. But during that time, I was still in our school because of my training for campus journalism.
Oh, okay. I'll do the B, Sir Jess. I talked to her and said sorry for what I had done, and I explained my reasons for not attending her birthday. At last, I was still thankful to her for understanding my situation.
Letter C. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon when Angelita called me over the phone and said that she was waiting for me at 7-Eleven store together with our other friends.
It's hard for me to choose what should I prioritize, but I ended up staying in school.
Letter E. On the next day, I saw her inside a room and it seemed that she did not want to look at me. Ano nangyari?
Alright. Ano nangyari? Okay, so to our dear participants, what do you think is the correct
Mhm.
sequence of these letters so that we can picture out the whole story from these options? Okay.
Okay.
We
So,
have
okay,
mm-hmm.
Teruzan, go.
Okay. So we have sirs from Sarah Jane Makabangon,
Tignan natin.
Gulotero. It's letter C. That's
Letter
the
C yung
first.
mauna. Oo,
C.
yeah.
Okay. Sige
Tignan
nga,
natin,
Sir Jess,
Teruzan.
try natin. Okay.
Go!
Yay! So
Yay!
this is now the order of our story in
So
this
let's
essay.
read or reread the story again to present based on the sequence.
Yes, that's right, Sir Jess. Okay, you first,
Okay.
Sir Jess.
Okay. For number one, yung mauna, yung first natin, it was
Mm-hmm.
2 o'clock in the afternoon when Angelita called me over the phone and said that she was waiting for me at 7-Eleven store together with our other friends.
Mm-hmm. And it is followed by, I knew that we will go to their house to celebrate her birthday. But during that time, I was still in our school because of my training for campus journalism.
Oh, letter
Mm.
D. It follows with it's hard for me to choose what should I prioritize, but I ended up staying in school.
Okay, and letter B, I talked to her and said sorry for what I had done, and I explained
Mm.
my reasons for not attending her birthday. At last, I was still thankful to her for understanding my situation.
Oh, that's it.
Mm.
And last,
Yes.
we have on the next day, I saw her inside the room and it seemed that she's not want to look at me. My God.
Parang
There would
nagalit
be
si ano.
there would be a madamdaming feeling siguro,
Madamdaming
no?
yes, or just
Yeah,
madamdaming
emotion.
ending. Opo, yes. Shout out nga pala Edessa Maritiwanak from Surigao City. Hello, Edessa.
Hello.
Okay, so there you go, Sir Jess. Okay, so it
Mm,
has actually something to do with our one of the properties of a well-written text that we discussed last time, Sir Jess. Like,
yes.
nung binasa na natin siya ulit, following the sequence, parang mas naiintindihan na natin kung ano yung
Mm.
story.
Yeah,
Okay?
so it talks about the beginning of the story when it was started
Mm,
until end of the story. So there
until the
would
end of
be
the
a
story.
continuation, no?
Mm-mm. And that is part of the organization or organizing
Yes.
your text or Jess. That's right. So we have in here our lesson, the properties of a well-written text. And in our previous session, we are done with this part, the organization and
Mm,
the coherence or cohesion.
mm,
All right. So as a review, for the organization, it is how you organize your ideas in the text. And for the coherence and cohesion, it's more like related to the unity of the ideas in your paragraph or in the entire text if that is coherence, and cohesion if it is in sentence level.
yes.
Okay, that's right.
Perfect.
Perfect. So now we will proceed with the language use and the mechanics.
Mhm.
Hello, Emilito Solano, still watching, and Crystal Shane Aglugub.
Hi,
Hello.
hi, hello. Thank you so
That's
much for
right.
viewing. Mhm.
Thank you so much. And there you are. We have in here, Sir Jess, some questions
Mhm.
before we proceed
Mhm.
with the other properties. Like the first question is, would it be enough? This is addressed to our learners. Would it be
Yeah.
enough to just consider organization, coherence, and cohesion in writing? Enough
Mhm.
lang ba na we will stick on the organization, coherence, and cohesion?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hello, Tutor Floyd de Vera. Okay,
Hello,
what?
Chitterfly! Yoo-hoo! Going
Hello.
Ace application of this properties.
Their
Chitterfly!
guidance.
Thank you so much, Chitterfly, for watching us here. Go!
Yes. And also, Sir Jess, we have another question like, would
Yes.
improper use of language affect the message of a written text?
Mhm.
Okay? Yung words
Yes.
na ginagamit natin, nakakaapekto ba sa ating mensahe? Okay.
Meron
So, ma
siguro.
mhm.
Okay. So,
So,
tingnan
malalaman
natin.
natin 'yan, Sir Jess, later on. Sige. Let's go to the language use. Okay. Language use refers to the acceptable style of language for a particular form of a text. Okay.
Mhm.
Like for the language use, it has something to do with the words that we're going to use as we write. Okay. Some
Yes, sakto.
That's right, Sir Jess. Sometimes language use is also referred as the diction. Okay,
Mm.
it's
Yes.
it's how you use the words in a text based on what you want to convey or to express to your readers.
Yeah,
Okay.
tama.
Yes, and also, Sir Jess, there is what we call, or there are guidelines given by Purdue Online Writing Lab. That's on the year 2020.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have in here the five major issues with appropriate language that should be avoided in an effective and well-written text.
Mhm.
Okay, so ito yung mga kailangan nating maano, Sir Jess, kailangan nating i-avoid as we write for this one.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So this guidelines actually, Sir Jess, are more applicable for formal text or academic text. Okay. Hello, Edesa Maritiwanak. Hello, Juara.
Hi.
Hello, Abigail Corpus Acob, grade 12 Jade Alibadabad, National High School, Istio, Isabela City. Hello.
Yes, meron si
Okay.
Joa Crudua. Okay, hi
Mm-hmm.
Chiruzen, Chiruzen, Joa Crudua, watching from Nislagan National High
National High School,
School. Sa
yes.
inyo ba yan?
Yes, that's right, Sir Jess. Grabe yung mga students namin doon.
Yeah,
Talagang
go, go,
very
go.
participative. Yes.
Yes.
And also, okay, we have in here, sir. Let's proceed with the guidelines, Sir Jess.
Okay,
Okay,
Chiruzen.
let's go. Number one that we need to remember, the formality of the language one uses should depend on how formal the situation is and how the writer and the reader are related to one another. Okay.
So, meaning to say, there would be a formality of the language, no?
Yes, that's right, Sir Jess. The language should be formal, and also it depends. For you as a writer, it depends on what is your target audience. Like if you are the writer and you want to write for the student, then you must use language that is appropriate for the students. Okay? But
Yes, that's it.
yes, but if your audience as a writer are more like in the professional level or in the professional area, so you need to have words or phrases that are more suitable for those individuals. Okay? It depends. All right, Sir Jess?
Yes, sakto
That's
yan,
right.
ma'am. That's it.
Okay. And number two, we have in here the jargons or specialized language used by groups of individuals in the same field should only be used if the target readers belong to the same group. Okay. We have the
Mhm.
term in
Yes.
here, Sir Jess, the jargons.
Jargons.
That's right,
Yan
Sir
ha.
Jess.
So this is specialized language lang by group. So hindi siya basta-basta gamitin kung saan-saan lang. There
In
would
a
be
usual
a
conversation.
appropriate, yes.
That's right,
Appropriate
Sir Jess.
conversation, appropriate usage. Mm-mm.
Mhm. Like for example, for jargon searches, we have the word epistaxis. Okay. No,
Oh,
it's not really that familiar for us because
yes.
the word epistaxis, that's actually a medical term for nosebleed. Mm-hmm. Yes, and
Yes.
it's not, and you cannot say or you cannot tell your mother, "Oh, mother, I am having an epistaxis." Do you think your
Tama,
mother would understand
tama.
you? Yes,
She
that's
will
right,
not
Sir Jess.
understand that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
So it, yes, that's right, Sir Jess.
mm.
Okay, so
Sige.
it should be used. This language should be used only for those group na nabibilong for that
Mm.
field. Okay.
There will be words for education, there will be words for
Mm-mm.
engineering, there would be
Yes.
words
For.
for agriculture. So I mean to
Mm-hmm.
say there would be ano ito appropriate ano ito sectors, appropriate field no na
Yes.
ginagamit lang talaga mga words
Words
kasi yung
ngayon.
iba oo kung if not
Mm-hmm.
familiar to that words mean to say there will be a problem or a conveying of message.
Mm-hmm, that's right, Sir Jess. And shout out again. Hello, Ira De Leon Bernal from Santa Cruz National High School. Galot Princess
Hello.
Purificacion from Alibadabad National High School. Hello. And
Yeah.
at meron din tayong from Gitnang Bayan Elementary School, Jewel
Yeah,
Rain
Jewel Rain.
Magallanes.
Yes. Hello,
Hello.
Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Tutor
Okay,
Zen.
next, Sir Jess, we have number 3. Slangs and idioms should be avoided. Remember,
Ito.
yes.
Ito
Yes,
rin.
that's right, Sir Jess. Remember that we are focusing on academic text or formal text.
Mm.
So it should be the words, the slangs, the idioms that should be avoided, 'di ba? If we review about idioms, these
Mhm.
are the words or phrases na yung meaning niya as a whole is different from the parts like
Yes, tama.
mhm. Tama, Sir
So
Jess.
mean to say these are ano ito combinations or a statement or phrase no
Mhm.
meaning to say there would be a hidden meaning on this. So meaning to say
Mhm.
this is not literal hindi makikita hindi mo makuha na literal talaga yung pagkasabi. So
Mm.
idioms no?
That's for the
Mm.
idioms. That's right, Sir Jess. And for the slangs, these are actually used for informal situations. Okay, so hindi siya talaga advisable to us for us to write when we have the academic text because these words are not formal. Okay.
Yes, yes, tama.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Number 4, Sir Jess. Euphemisms or words that veil the truth shall also be avoided.
Okay, euphemism. So, ito yung mga, oo, veil the truth. Ito yun, oh, tingnan natin ha, that shall be avoided. So,
Yes, that's
anybody,
right.
the conversation, have the written parts in writing any, ano ito, text, no? So, meaning to say
Mm-mm.
euphemisms, okay, shall be avoided.
Voided, okay. Like, pag sinabi kasi natin euphemism, Sir Jess, it's like replacing a word that is really unpleasant and
Okay.
using another word to describe that situation. Okay, para
Situation.
mas ano siya, para hindi masyadong mabigat yung effect ng pagkakasabi mo or pagkakasulat mo gamit yung original word. Okay. For example, we have the garbage man. Okay. You would say sanitation engineer. So in formal text or academic text, hindi siya advisable to be used. Be direct to the point. Yan
Mm-hmm.
yung rule natin for language use. Okay ba, Sir Jazz? Okay ba sa ating mga viewers? Okay. Pag okay, send your heart comments.
So mean to say euphemisms, then
Mhm.
further no definition on this, this would be yung mga blunt, yung mga harsh na mga
Mm-mm.
no sinasabi sa
Words.
isang mga words no that
Mm-mm.
describe
That
no to
we're going to
someone.
replace those words.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay. So hello, Crystal Shane Aglugob. Hi, Ma'am Zen. And for Jess, Crystal
Hello.
Shane Aglugob, San Marino National High School. Still watching. Hello.
Mm.
Okay. And the last one for the language use, Sir Jess, avoid using any biased language, including those associated with any racial, ethnic group origin.
Meaning to say you are not allowed to have this discrimination to any group of people. So meaning to say there
Mm-mm.
should no bias in terms of using the language or
Mm-mm.
making a discourse text or any selection no or
Mm.
pagsulat o ano ba ito paggawa or construct any form of
Mm.
constructions ng paragraphs or sentences.
Mm.
So there would be no bias. Tama.
Yes, that's right, Sir Jess. Ang main point ng number 5 is we have to be careful with the words that we are using because sometimes we do not know and we are not conscious of it that we have already insulted someone because of
Yes.
that
The
word.
word there is okay. you
Mm.
you will be offended, or you can have
You
this
can offend.
offend someone,
Mm-mm.
okay, based
That's right,
from
Sir
what
Jess.
you're saying or what you have
Mm-mm.
written. Mm-mm.
Yes, that's right, Sir Jess. And also, for example, for this, Sir Jess, we have the word mankind. There would be, if you are going to use the word mankind in your composition, there would be feminist group, or it could be from a group who would what do you call this one, who would protest or who would
Protest, yeah.
criticize the word that you use
Yeah.
mankind. Yeah, parang ano siya kasi parang dominant
Mm-mm.
yung man.
Oo.
Okay.
Para safe
So,
siguro, you use your general term na pwede pang babae, pwede rin for
pang lalaki.
female,
Yes, that's right, Sir
right?
Jess. Okay, you can say humanity. Okay, but wag lang yung mankind. Okay, that's for the rule in here. Okay, Sir
Mhm.
Jess. Now, this one, Sir Jess, we have in here a text.
Oh,
Okay,
sige. So
and
let's try
sige,
to
Sir
read this
Jess.
one.
Let's take turns, Sir Jess. You will be the first to read.
Okay. Yeah, then you will be the second in the second paragraph. Okay,
That's
let's
right, Sir
try.
Jess.
So I can never forget my class last school year because they were so active and responsible in class. They always worked together well in doing their assignments, performing group and individual tasks, submitting the projects on time, keeping the class speak and span.
Okay. They are worth remembering for everything that they did inside and outside the campus. They always helped one another. They seldom got themselves in conflict with anyone in the class. Now, the
Yeah.
question in here, Sir Jess, is there something wrong with the text? Okay. Yes, Sir
Alam
Jess.
natin ang
Mm-hmm.
napansin ko rin.
That's right, Sir Jess. How about our viewers? Napansin ba
Yes, tingnan
yung
natin yung
ano,
mga viewers natin.
mga
Alam ko
viewers
active-active sila
natin?
ngayon.
That's right, Sir
Hi, yung
Jess.
mga nanonood ngayon, congratulations 'no, kasi nakapasok kayo
Oo.
ngayon
Yes,
sa
that's
ating
right, Sir
session.
Jess. Hello, Lizelle Dimple Miran Butol
Hi!
from Alibadaban National High School and Silene Marquez
Hello!
Kalugan, Santo Tomas
Hello,
National High
Tomas,
School.
National
Hello.
School. Hello.
Mm. Okay, ano nga bang mali
Sige.
dito, Sir Jess? Sige, let's find
Um,
out. Okay.
yes.
Hello, Pelton Tesoro, Agasiri. Okay.
Sige. Unang-una is, yun nga,
the,
pinakita mo na. Itong
the punctuation, Sir Jess.
yes, that's the
My
very essential.
yes, Sir Jess. May kulang in our paragraphs, and that is what we call the punctuation or the punctuation marks. Now,
Yes.
yes, let's take a look for this part. May mga arrow dyan. Nawawala yung supposed to be punctuation mark na nakalagay dyan. Sir Jess,
Tama.
what do you think should be our punctuation mark to be used in those parts? The
Tignan
first
natin nga,
one.
tanungan
Mm.
natin yung ating mga viewers,
Sa ating mga
Chirizen, kung
viewers,
baka sila
hello.
makasagot
Yes.
diyan.
Oo,
Sige
at
nga, tingnan
sa our
natin.
dear viewers, ano yung kulang dito? Ano yung nawawala? Mhm.
Sige, is it period, Chirizen? Is it a
Mhm.
comma? Is it interrogative? Is it exclamatory?
Yes, that's
Is
right, Sir
it
Jess.
column or semicolon? Ano
Mhm.
ba ito? Titingnan nga natin.
Okay. So, Sir Jess, by the way, hello, Felton Tesoro from Agusan del Sur State College of Agriculture and
Woo!
Technology. Hello.
Hi! According to Ira De Leon Bernal, improper use of grammars, capitalization, and punctuation marks.
Question marks.
Yan. Tama
Oh,
na ko
wow.
talaga.
Okay.
According nga kay Nujnev Lumod
Kodowa.
Kudua, kama
Yes.
daw, Churuzen.
Okay,
Tama ba,
yes.
Churuzen?
For this one, Sir Jess, okay, we have the word responsible in class. The word or the punctuation mark that's missing in there is the period. While
Yeah.
for the doing their assignments, performing group, okay, we have in here the comma.
Kama. Very
Okay, that's right.
good!
Very good. Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
kaya tignan natin kung meron silang masagot
Mm-hmm.
kasi mas lalo pa silang maganahan, no? Sa
Yes, that's
pagsagot
right, Sir
niyan.
Jess.
Okay.
And yes, that's also a good idea. Ira De Leon, Bernal, we have the
Wow!
capitalization. Check na natin.
Tama nga.
Yes, the
Tama 'no,
capitalization.
oo.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
'di ba
asan?
Churuzen, that is in our mechanics, kapag okay, kapag yung word or a letter follows the
Mm-hmm.
period, so it should
Mm-hmm.
be the capital letter, tama?
Yes,
Oo.
that's right, Sir Jess.
And
So
if
after no,
proper name
mm-hmm.
yung pinagsasalita mo diyan, pinagsasabi mo, mean to say, capital pa rin yung nauna. Okay,
Capitalize, yes.
letter.
That's right, Sir Jess. Yes, and also we have encircled this the in here, Sir Jess, the parts
Mm.
that we need to capitalize. Okay, for
Yes, tama
example,
nga.
they always worked. That's period, then the
Hmm.
capitalization. And we have also in the second paragraph, the campus. They always help. That's another sentence, so it should be
Mhm.
capitalized, the first letter. And they seldom got themselves. That's another capitalization.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Go,
Hello, Benjing
Jerusalem!
Kadoa. Hello. Okay, so just so you mentioned earlier about the mechanics and what
Mm.
we had or the text that we had earlier, Sir Jess, has something to do with that one, the mechanics.
Mechanics,
Okay.
yes.
So when we talk about mechanics, Sir Jess, it refers to the conventions of writing, which includes capitalization,
Mhm.
punctuation, spelling, numerals, abbreviations, acronyms, and contractions.
So lahat-lahat na.
Lahat-lahat na, Sir Jess, ng mga kailangan nating i-observe when we write, nandito in here sa mechanics. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So
Go,
what are
Jeru.
the rules? We will be presenting some rules for the mechanics, but these are just a few. Okay?
Mm.
So in academic and formal text, number one, always use standard English.
Mhm.
Okay?
Very good.
Reminder sa ating mga viewers, standard English, English na acceptable, established, and recognized. Okay?
Yes.
Kahit saang lugar ka pa. Yes, that's right, Sir
Okay.
Jess. Number two is avoid contractions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ano yung mga construction, meaning to say, gi-combine yung dalawang words.
Mhm.
Example, should
Parang
not. Mm-mm.
parang
Naging,
sinorten siya, Sir Jess.
yes, senior
Mhm.
10. Kasi
Mhm.
siguro baka, ano ito, tamad na magsulat. So, senior 10 na lang.
Napapagod na magsulat si student. Okay,
Yes. So, it
but
should be,
yes,
mm.
it shouldn't be done that way. It should be spelled out. Okay,
Yes.
that's for our
That's
students.
it.
Third one, avoid exclamation marks unless they are
Mhm.
part of a direct quotation.
Yes,
Okay?
tama.
Yes. Oo. Lalo-lalo na, Sir Jess, 'pag nagsusulat ng email or nagsusulat ng letter rather or gumagawa ng email. Okay?
Mhm.
So avoid exclamation marks kasi it could give a wrong impression to your recipient. Okay?
Tama,
Baka
tama
sabihin
yun.
niya galit. Okay? Yes, that's right, Sir Jess.
Kasi dapat
Mhm.
oh, dapat kasi yung paggamit nating mechanics, yung pag especially yung punctuation mark, so dapat marunong tayong gumamit dun kasi baka ma-misinterpret yung pagkasabi.
Mm,
Eh,
that's
base
right,
sa
Sir
punctuation
Jess.
mark.
Mm-mm. And the fourth one, mention the full name of an institution or organization with the abbreviation in parentheses in first
Hmm,
mention.
tama.
Okay. So to our students, pag nagsusulat ka and you mentioned an organization, for example, the World Health Organization, in the
Hmm,
first time that you wrote the name of the organization, write it fully. Okay,
yes.
naka-spell out talaga, and
Hmm,
the abbreviation should follow enclosed in a parenthesis.
yes. So mean to say it
Mhm,
follows with the parentheses, no, with the
mm.
acronym.
Yes, that's right, Sir Jess.
WHO. Oh,
WHO.
hindi
Pero
mauna
'pag
yung WHO bago yung
oo,
full name.
ba dapat yung full name talaga, it's as if you are introducing the
Tama,
organization to your readers. Now
tama.
for the next succeeding paragraph, Sir Jess, you can
Hmm,
already use the abbreviation. As long as
hmm.
na-mention mo na siya for the first time, you can have it
Ah,
abbreviated in the next
in the
parts.
next part. Okay.
Mhm.
Sige, Churuzen.
Sige, Sir Jess, and we have the fifth one. Numbers from 0 to 10 should be spelled out, while numbers higher than 10 should be written in figures.
Okay, meant to
Ito.
say, yeah.
Mhm.
So, dapat sundin natin ito na, di ba, Churuzen?
Mm. Yes, lalo-lalo na in my students back then, some senior high school students ko dati, I can really observe the number 0 to 10 being
Ah,
written in figures. So
yeah.
you have to write it in words. And for the
Yeah.
larger digits, dyan na yun magsisimula. For example,
Yung
11.
digits.
Mm-mm.
Figures na talaga.
Figures na talaga yung
Mm.
gagamitin. Number
Okay.
6. Generally, citations are used in academic and formal text. However, they are sparingly used in business texts. Okay?
Yes, tama.
Mhm.
Mm.
Kasi when we get idea from other sources, Jess, we try to acknowledge our source, and that's in the form of citation. That is
Mm.
applicable for academic and formal text, like for example, in the research paper.
Research, concept
Mhm.
paper,
Concept paper, position
yan.
paper,
Question paper.
yan. Oo. Pero pag business text na siya, uh, you don't have to use the citation. Kasi
Yeah.
business text, it's more direct, Sir Jess.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay,
Sige,
and
Church.
that's for the mechanics. Yes, Sir Jess. This is now the text earlier that we read, Sir Jess, and
Yes.
as what we can observe, the words are being ano na revised. The punctuation marks are already in
Hmm.
there. Okay, so
Yes.
iba
Basahin
talaga
nga
yung
natin.
dating, Sir Jess. Okay, babasahin,
Okay.
Sir Jess.
Basahin nga natin
Okay.
kung meron bang kaibahan sa ating binasa kanina kung walang
Mhm.
punctuation marks.
Yes, Sir Jess. I'm
Hmm.
going to read first this time, Sir Jess.
Yes. Then
Mhm.
I'll be the
My
second part.
Okay, Sir Jess. My class is worth remembering. They were so active and responsible. They always worked together well in doing their assignments,
Mhm.
performing group and individual tasks, submitting their projects on time, and keeping the classroom spick and span.
Everything that they did inside and outside the campus was worth remembering. They always helped one another. Also, they seldom got themselves in conflict with anyone in the class.
Okay, so
Di
parang
ba?
understandable na siya, Sir Jess. No, it's clearer compared
Then
to
maganda
earlier.
pakinggan din, 'di ba? Merong
That's
posing,
right.
where did you stop, where did you
Mm-hmm.
pause a while, 'di ba? Para mas lalong maintindihan. Yung
Mm. Hindi
overall talaga na
nag-o-overlap yung
thought.
ideas.
Yes, tama.
That's right. Hello, Lizelle Dimple Miran Butal from Alibadaba National High School. Hello.
Hi!
Okay, so to our dear participants, let's prepare now for our next activity. It's called Fix Me. Parang continuation lang ng mga hugot, Sir
Yeah,
Jess, no? In the
hugot lang
previous
natin
session.
'yan. Sige.
Okay, so we have in here direction, read the sentences that follow, identify the errors like the capitalization, punctuation marks, or spelling. Tatlo lang.
Hmm,
Capitalization, punctuation, or spelling in each
mhm.
sentence so that we can fix these sentences. Let's go,
Yes.
Sir Jess.
Go, Churizen!
Number one, to our dear learners, during this pandemic, people have ample time to spend at home. Okay,
Hmm.
what do you think is the error in here, Sir Jess? Ano yung
Yes. So,
kulang?
titingnan natin yung erroneous talaga dito.
Mm. Hello, Ma'am Jubeth Tampil from Butuan
Hi!
City.
Mama!
Fellow tutor din natin, Sir Jess.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sige,
Okay, we
Churizen.
have
Hmm,
okay, we have
go.
from Edessa capitalization. Let's try to check.
Hmm.
Yes, that's
Yay!
correct. Capitalization, and the word that the letter should be capitalized in D, and that's
Hmm.
from the word during.
Because
Mm,
this is a statement and we end up with a period.
period. Yes,
Very
that's right,
good.
Sir Jess.
Number two.
Number
Thank you.
two, one of the skills they can develop at home is gardening. Ano yung
Ah,
kulang?
ano
Mhm.
kayang kulang dito?
Hello, Sheena Jean Parajes Miguel. Yeah. Hello,
Hi!
Ira De Leon Bernal. Capitalization, yes, that's for earlier. Okay, thank you. You got it right. Number two, ano yung kulang dito, Sir Jess?
Anong
Let's try.
kulang?
Okay, from Edessa again. Let's check. Okay, punctuation mark. And it's period.
Yay!
Yay,
Very
congratulations. You
good.
got it right.
Congratulations!
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Number three, making the surroundings beautiful can reduce stress.
Stress.
Oh, ano yung mali dito, Sir Jess? Hala. Mhm.
Hala, okay.
Hala. Mhm. Kay
Go,
Robbie
go,
Pineda, top 10
go!
period. Hello, Robbie Pineda. Okay. Okay. For
Go!
number three, ano kaya yung error dito? Hala, nakakaano
Tingnan
siya, 'di ba, Sir Jess? Okay.
natin.
We have from Edessa Maritiwanak, the spelling. Okay, let's check. Ano yung mali
Mhm.
dito sa spelling? Yan!
Yes!
Oo.
Very
Congratulations,
good!
Edessa. Surroundings. So ito din yung medyo common error ng mga
Yes,
pinapasa, Sir
kadalasan 'di
Jess.
ba? Kadalasan. So, dapat
Kadalasan.
talaga nating isipin ngayong spellings ay
Mm.
parte ng mechanics. So, tingnan natin
Mm.
ha. So,
Mm.
ulit-ulitin natin, SU talaga yung surrounding.
Surroundings. That's right, Sir Jess.
Mhm.
SQ. Number four. Despite the minimal space in the backyard, there are still ways to have a garden like vertical gardening using sacks, pots and recycled plastics for the plants and vegetables. Ay, ano yung malilito, Sir Jess? Ang dami, Sir Jess, no?
Oh, yes. Klarong-klaro talaga.
Klarong-klaro. We have from
Oo.
Edessa, spelling. Oo, meron tayong, okay, let's try to check. Spelling. Yes, that's right,
Yeah.
Edessa.
Despite
Despite, vertical,
vertical
plastics, vegetables.
plastics, vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. Now let's have this one for just number 5. Do you think gardening is beneficial for oneself and for the environment? What's the error in here to our
Okay,
dear
is it a
participants?
period or is it a question?
Mm-mm.
Is it exclamatory point or
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever? Ano ba
Mm-hmm.
dito? Or spelling? Or ano
Mm-hmm. We
ba?
have yes, we have from Robbie spelling. Okay, that's for
Mhm.
earlier. Edessa, we have spelling, period, punctuations again. Let's check if your
Let's
answers are
check.
correct.
Let's
Mm-hmm.
check.
Okay, we have the
Yay!
error, capitalization, tsaka yung
Yes,
punctuation. Oo,
punctuation.
yung
Ano pa dito?
capitalization,
Oh.
Sir
Mm.
Jess, that's in the word do, like we have to capitalize
Do.
letter D. Tapos meron
Mm.
tayong nawawala, parang na ano yung
Last na part.
nawawalang comma.
Yes.
Parang naliligaw.
Oo,
Yes,
naliligaw
Sir
siya.
Jess. Yes, that's right. So walang comma
Hmm.
after think, and it should
Hmm.
end with a
Hmm.
question mark.
Question mark and not a
Mm,
comma,
not
'no?
a comma.
Kukunin
Yes,
natin yung
that's right.
comma and then we end up this with a question mark. So mean to say,
Mm,
kung ating i-question ito, do you think gardening is beneficial for oneself and for the environment?
for the
So mean to
environment.
say,
Mm,
that would be the proper ano ito, mechanics or just have
mechanics.
here the capitalization and punctuation.
Okay, Sir Jess. Okay, so very good sa ating mga participants. They
Hi!
really got
Very
it right.
good.
Congratulations. Now, get ready again,
Okay.
participants, kasi meron pa tayong, great job, meron pa tayong isang activity. Okay, let's
Mm.
try to check if you have really
Mm.
nakasubaybay talaga in the session, last session, and this session. Okay, let's go, Sir Jess.
Yes.
Okay,
Go, children.
so this is the direction.
Mm.
Read the following statements very carefully. Write why if the statement indicates a property of a well-written text. Meaning parang ano siya, Sir Jess, true.
Mm.
Write
True.
N if it does not. O, sa ating mga dear participants,
Mm.
Y and N.
R and go,
Okay,
children.
let's go. Number 1. Ay, no. In an academic text, contractions are of importance.
Hmm.
Oh.
Discuss niyan kanina.
Oo, na-discuss yan kanina. Ano
Meron
yung
pa nag-answer
sagot?
diyan?
Is it Y or N?
Go, children.
Okay, let's try to check. Hello sa ating viewers. Hello, Ira De Leon Bernal.
Hi.
Okay, this is wow, Edessa, you got it right.
And
And hindi siya ano, dapat walang
sige.
contractions.
Yeah, wala.
Number 2, the
Okay?
use of correct language enables the writer to communicate ideas effectively. Is it
Hmm.
Y or N? Mhm.
Go! Ano kaya ito?
Go. Okay, we have in
Sige.
here. Okay, someone answered Y. Okay, let's go. Yes,
Why?
you got it right. It's
Yeah.
Y. Okay, number 3.
And number 3.
Congratulations. Okay, this one,
Go,
Sir
number
Jess.
3. Coherence occurs when the ideas are connected at the sentence level.
Mm-hmm.
Klarong-klaro.
Klaro, wag malilito sa coherence and cohesion.
Okay, go, go, go.
Mhm. Let's try to check your
Go,
answers. Uh-huh.
Churuzen.
Okay,
And
and hindi siya coherence. It's
hmm,
cohesion.
question. Tama.
Yung coherence natin, it's more in the macro level, not in the sentence
Mm.
level.
Sige.
Okay. Sige, number 4, Sir Jess. In academic texts, standard English is always used. Tingnan natin kung may magkamali pa dito.
Sige.
Let's
Churus.
try to check your answers. Number 4, it's yes. You got it.
Okay.
It's Y. Okay. Now let's have number 5. When ideas are logically and accurately arranged, mechanics in writing is achieved.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
Sige, Churuzen.
Okay, let's try to check. Mm-hmm.
Ta-da!
Okay.
And
It's not on the mechanics. It's on the organization.
yes, very
Yes,
good.
that's right. Very good,
Okay,
everybody.
we're done.
Yay! We're done with this session. Congratulations to our active participants. Congratulations to Desamarity Wanak, Lorenzo Ladit
Congratulations.
Domingo. Yes, you really did well for
Mm.
our session this afternoon. Now, Sir Jess,
How about
it's
our winners
time.
last time?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right, Sir Jess, to our winners.
Mm,
So I sent you private messages. Okay, so I hope
okay.
that you check your inboxes because you will not get their prize if you will not check your inboxes. Okay,
Okay.
that's our test.
So viewers right now will have the
Mm-mm.
chance no to win our prize next meeting. Okay?
Mm-mm. Yes, that's right, Sir Jess.
Okay.
Okay, kasi ano
Cheers
na
then.
yung time natin.
Who
Okay,
are
Sir Jess.
Okay, meron na ba? Cheers then, yung mga pangalan
Okay.
nila?
Yes, Sir Jess.
Okay,
Okay,
tingnan
bunutin
natin.
na
Bunot
natin.
natin.
Sana may makuha.
Yeah.
Si Desa Maritiwanang sobrang excited for this. So, sana
Yes.
makuha. Okay, we have Geraldine Martinez.
Yay!
Wow,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Next.
Next. Parang ano ko kay Edessa. Wow, Shin Tating.
Yay!
Congratulations from Islamic
Congratulations.
National High School.
Mm.
Mhm.
Next.
Next is we have wow, congratulations by Edessa Maritiwanak. Nakuha ka finally. Okay. All right.
Congrats.
Congratulations sa mga names na
So
nabunot
thank you
natin.
so much po.
Thank you so
Ipa-private
much sa
message lang
mga
kay
dear
Teacher
participants.
Zen.
Yes,
Oo.
that's right, Sir Jess. Okay, so ipipm ko lang kayo sa mga nabunot na name so that you can receive the ETUlay rewards. Now, once again,
Yes.
this is the end of our session and this is Tutor Zen. If you have any concerns, questions, clarifications, you can send your email on zenmar.chindevi@deped.gov.ph or you can also send me a private message, Zenmar Luminarias Chindevi. What about you, Sir
Mm.
Jess?
I am
Mm,
Tutor Zen also, together with Tutor Zen, no, Tutor Jess. I'm from
mhm.
Tagum City Division, no, Region
Yes.
11.
Hindi
So, nangumusta lang ako sa aking, no, principal na si Dr. Charlene Y. Imata from Jose Tuason Jr. Memorial National High School, and to our assistant principal for senior high school, Ma'am Felony M. Kaasi, and to
mm,
our schools division superintendent, Dr. Josephine L. Fadul, together with
yeah.
PSDS, Dr. Melanie P. Estacio.
Mhm. Hindi rin
Hello!
pahuhuli, Sir Jess, ang aming SDS. We have Dr. Minerva T. Albes at sa aming very supportive na school head, Mrs. Shona B. Cabonilas. At sa lahat, Sheena, Edessa, sa lahat ng ating mga viewers, thank you so much for watching, for being with us. And
Hi!
always remember, our dear viewers, we are just travelers in the lane of love and learning. Down the road, we will surely meet again. So abang-abang tayo sa ating next tutor for the speech class. We have Tutor DJ. And if you have your evaluation or feedback for our session, do not forget to picture a screenshot this link below. Okay, thank you so much, Sir Jess, for being with me also in
Thank
this session.
you!
Thank you so much, everyone.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!